Hi, thank you for watching Digging to China. I'm Dong Sean. The life of a single mother can be challenging anywhere in the world, but the hurdles are especially high for single Chinese mothers. In fact, it could be awkward to the point of miserable. How many single mothers in China? It is hard to tell. For the most part, China does not yet have demographic data regarding single mothers. There are many reasons for this. First, this group is considered illegal in Chinese society for violating the state's family planning policy. Therefore, they are not officially recognized. Second, some tend to hide their identity as unmarried mothers. Moreover, these identities are subject to change. After meeting compatible partners, they may tie the knot and become married women. Here are some facts thanks to Roseann Lake's book titled Leftover in China, The Woman Shaping the World's Next Superpower. In 1982, in Chinese cities, less than 5% of women reached their late 20s without marrying. Now, nearly 40% of urban Chinese women of the same age are single. Women who have not married by the expected age are called leftover women. That age could be as young as 25 in rural areas or close to 30 in cities. The comparable terms for single men is bare branches or bare sticks. Many of them stayed in rural areas to tend to the family farm, while single women migrated into the cities to pursue jobs or an education. One implication of the disproportionate migration of women is that the women stigmatized as leftovers are often well-educated urban women with ambitions and promising careers. That doesn't save them from singleism, though. Modern-day career women, no matter how impressive their educational and professional accomplishments are, still devalued if they haven't married by a certain age. Another term for some Chinese single women is golden turtles. They are the young women who moved to cities to work in factories. They use their earnings to support their parents, to help pay for the weddings of their brothers or the educations of their younger sisters in cases of families with more than one child, and to have a small taste of disposable income before returning home and dutifully getting married. More recently, they are increasingly likely to pursue an education rather than a job in manufacturing. Young women who do not have advanced degrees and have not traveled to other countries often end up with men who are called shake and bake husbands. The kinds who, shortly after shaking his hand, you are married to and baking his children. During the years of the one-child policy, parents greatly favored boy babies. China now has the most lopsided sex ratio in the world. During the decade of China's Cultural Revolution between 1966 and 1976, romance was reviled as a bourgeois sentiment and a selfish, dishonorable reason to marry. Marriage partners were instead supposed to share revolutionary feelings. The mothers of today's single women married for financial security or out of a sense of social duty. The 21st century single women in China are more likely to want to marry someone they love. Many Chinese men do not want to marry women who are their equals. The most highly educated Chinese single women, those with PhDs, are commonly referred to as a third sex because very few men are willing to marry them, not even fellow academics. In nearly every province in China, having a child as a single parent is illegal. Single mothers have to pay social compensation fees that can be 6 to 8 times their yearly salary. The children of single mothers are targets of harsh discrimination. They cannot get a residence permit, and without that, they can't attend a school, access basic social services, or even apply for an identity card. Although there is a black market for fake residence permits. It is illegal for single women in China to freeze their eggs. Some get around this by traveling to the States if they can afford it. However, all of the aforementioned could change. A delegate at China's top political advisory body has suggested allowing single women over 30 to give birth to one child as the country's birth rate declines. Hua Yawei is a member of the Chinese People's Political Consultative Conference, CPPCC. He proposed that the leadership shall be more tolerant towards unmarried mothers and to give equal treatment to the children born to single women. At present, single women are not eligible to have babies as they cannot obtain a birth permission certificate issued by the government based on a marriage certificate. In fact, single women can give birth at health institutions across the country, but they are not entitled to the same benefits their married counterparts, such as paid maternity leave and medical reimbursements during pregnancy. Hospitals are banned from providing assisted reproductive services for people who cannot show a marriage certificate. Mr. Hua said China's birth rate of 2020 dropped by 15% compared with the year before. China's population only increased by 480,000 people last year. Many demographers predicting the nation will enter negative population growth soon. China's infertility rate has soared from 3.5% in 1997 to 16.4% in 2019 and is estimated to climb to 18.2% by 2023, according to Hua. Mr. Hua said the low birth rate is attributed to a reluctance among young people to have children due to the child-rearing costs, but also to the fact that single women are not eligible to give birth. In mainland metropolises, there are scores of leftover men and women who have difficulties in finding partners after reaching certain ages. Besides amending laws to allow single women over 30 to have their first baby and to enjoy the same access to benefits as married mothers, Hua also suggested authorities give the green light to health institutions to help women freeze their eggs and to carry out assisted pregnancies and births. He proposed that fertility services be included under the public medical insurance scheme. As a matter of fact, in February, Beijing became the first city to expand its insurance network to cover assisted reproductive technologies for women. Although proposals submitted by ordinary delegates at the rubber stamp parliament are largely symbolic, they allow matters of public concerns to be discussed and, in theory, will also be considered by policy-making committees. How are these proposals received in China public? Not very positive. Many Weibo users took the opportunity to criticize the historical tactics China had taken to control population growth. This is crazy. When it was the time of family planning, there was forced sterilization and abortion. Now they want 3 children. Are women just machines? This user's post received over 2,000 likes. But I am optimistic. The days of unhappy life for China's single mothers could be numbered. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment and subscribe to my channel. Just click the subscribe button right here. I'll see you again shortly. Until then, be well.